Coben Alexander here with Gina Richmond, assistant winemaker of X Winery and Amicus Cellars. And we're here in the Spring Mountain District, about 1,400 feet above the Napa Valley in our background. We're here to talk about X Winery's newest releases of their red blends, the 2008 Red X and the 2006 Amicus Special Blend. Let's start with the 2008 Red X. It's a really non-traditional style blend of Syrah, Tempranillo, Grenache, and Zinfandel. It's really good. It's actually one of my favorites to date, and I gotta say the approachable style mixed with the complexity that each varietal brings to the wine, it's fantastic. And this is actually the first vintage that we put Tempranillo in this wine. Can you go into detail about why we chose Tempranillo and what it does, what it imparts on the blend itself?
Well, first we wanted to take the opportunity to highlight some of the popular varietals that are coming out into the marketplace, and Tempranillo was one of them on our list, and so was Grenache, which we have used in the past, and about the 04 vintage of Red X, and earlier. And so we tried the Tempranillo, and it seemed fantastic in the blend. It blended very well with the Syrah and Zinfandel and the Grenache. It offered really dark colors and really ripe, dark fruit aromatics that just really highlighted what we wanted to show for the Red X blend.
Sure. Now, being a California native, I love Mexican food, but really, who doesn't? And I was enjoying a carne asada burrito a couple days ago, and I decided to have a glass of the Red X with it, and it paired fantastic. It was like literally a party in my mouth. Why a burrito? I mean, what do you eat with a glass of Red X? What pairs well with it?
Well, I love barbecue with the Red X. I think it's just a great barbecue wine, especially for summer coming up soon, and it just goes well with those sorts of flavors. But it really can be paired with so many things, pizza, and any sort of barbecue foods, any simple dishes. But also, I had it with steak and some grilled sausages just the other day, and that was fantastic. So you can even dress up the Red X with some, nicer meals. It's just there's so much going on, so much complexity, that it just really goes well with a lot of different dishes.
Yeah, it just seems like an everyday red that goes well with the majority of things. Now let's go on to our 2006 Amicus Special Blend, a fantastic wine. And it's actually pulled from where we are now, the Spring Mountain District. Can you give us a little bit of detail about why the Spring Mountain District produces such unique fruit?
Well, it's unique terrain. You've got volcanic soils, you've got very steep hillsides, and so these vines have to struggle to survive. And that struggling means they put a lot of work into those grapes, because to them, they think the grapes are going to be their future. That creates concentrated fruit, and that concentrated fruit has great aromas and complexity and tannins, and that's what we want in a very good wine that will cellar for a long time.
Yeah, it seems a lot more 10 to 11 care has been put into these grapes. I mean, you can tell everything is trellised around here. Is that hand-picked then?
Oh, everything's hand-done in Spring Mountain District because of the steep terrain mainly. So mowing is done, by smaller tractors, hand-picked, hand-pruned. They'll even run sheep in the vineyard for some mowing as well.
Nice. Well, it is a fantastic blend. It is a Bordeaux blend. It's got Cabernet Sauvignon, Cabernet Franc, Merlot, and Petit Verdot, everything but Malbec. Can you go into a little detail also about the process of the winemaking of this wine?
Well, we tend to pick in very small lots, so we look at each block separately. Sometimes we will combine based on what ripeness, but they tend to come in very small lots. We ferment them individually. Then they go into 50% new and 50% used French oak. About a year and a half in advance of bottling, we will make the blend and decide what were the best components for the Amicus Special Blend. And then throughout that year and a half, we'll keep an eye on it, and we'll see how does that blend marry and create what we are looking for in this special blend.
Well, the 08 Red X and the 06 Amicus Special Blend, fantastic wines. Thank you for going into detail about them both. And remember, they're both available at www.xwinery.com. For Gina Richmond, I'm Coben Alexander, and I want to impart a little piece of wisdom my grandma used to tell me. Don't just stand there, do something. Cheers.
Cheers.